Everybody, and welcome to Serin Fate. This is actually an adventure RPG that just released March 10th, so about a week ago, a little over a week ago, prior to me recording this. It is a cool little game. I did play a bit of it before deciding to record it. It's also in its alpha phase, so there's gonna be changes, obviously, in the future. So some things may not stay the same, some things may change. We shall see, but let's go into it in the game. Honestly, it's a really cool little game. It's got these little things. I'll show you guys the cutscene here. And long ago, the world was covered in darkness, where only vile monsters roamed the surface. And then the Fate Stone fell from the sky. In an instant of destruction of light and light, the world changed. As runestones rained down, many of the monsters were cleansed of evil. Creatures and peoples were imbued with magic. They became Chimera and witches. The stone will continue to maintain balance and enrich the world with new witches. New riches. Unless someday darkness intervenes. But much time has passed. And today, new witches are born in Chimera Kingdom. How will their paths unfold? Oh, I forgot to press you. It's fine. What adventure lies ahead? And here we are. We're in the beginning. WASD to move, shift to sprint, blah blah blah. E is interacting with everything. Space is to use anything in your HUD. Obelisk, spell tomes. And then we have like a magic HUD, so we have that right down here. And that allows you to do magic. Oh, another face to lend my reflection to. It's talking. It is talking. Nice to meet you too. The owner of this house, where be she? Gone? Some monsters maybe got her. Tragic. Okay, moving on. If there's really no one else, this means you're the new master. Welcome home. Let's see here. Well, there's good news and bad news. You know the question, what it'll be. I like taking the bad news first. Bad news, eh? We may get along after all. Okay, the bad news is this is alpha and you cannot progress in the story, just like I was saying earlier. Good news is you're now a witch, and darkness is brewing. Necromancers are more powerful than ever. You'd probably run out of mana after one spell. The forest is not far from here is filled with monsters. I hope you cover me back up and wander off into it. That sounded better on paper. Any matter. Let us start from the beginning. My name is Kane. What is your name? And this is where you actually have to type in your name. Do not use caps lock. That doesn't work with this. Shift works if you want to capitalize your letters in these. And then we're gonna just call this Scathe. The save file is gonna be Scathe. How are you feeling? Okay. Like a sapling, electric, bright and radiant, glowing, dark and mysterious. I do like going for dark and mysterious. And I was like, oh dear. Last question. What's your favorite color? I don't think this one actually matters. I think I'm gonna go with blue. Yep, we're doomed. I can feel the tides changing already. Yeah, he says it every time. Right, last but not least, save stones are scattered across the world. Do not forget to save your game. Oh, and for all of our sakes, continue to ignore the skull in the other room. Alright, so I just learned a spell. I also have an attunement to the Void, and I learned Woodcut, which down here, as you can see, is Nature, Sun, Night, or Moon. Nature, Sun, Moon. That's that down there. Right here we have our little mirror where we can change our hairstyles. I don't think I like any of the choices. This is probably the best one here. Besides, going for speaky hair. Alright, I'll go with this one for now. And now I'm pale as shit, so I'm just gonna go right there. And I should go for a blue hairstyle here. This teal might work. Yeah, okay, I think that'll work. Alright, so now, it doesn't tell you, but obviously these have sparks. We have to go collect our items. If you try to walk out the door, it'll tell you, I should collect my items first. So, yeah, so there's one there. There's the witchery decks here. So, and then you hold, middle mouse button, the scroll wheel basically, and you can go into your inventory, notes, options, you can quit, you can see your key items, or you could just press K, which is easier. So we got our notebook, and this just records everything that we do. Look at it right here. We haven't done anything yet. We do have a spell that tells us a spell, so if you were ever wondering what a certain spell was because you forgot what it was, it's right here. Though I cannot forget any of my spells, I know exactly which are which. So this is the Skull Boy. So if we were to light the candles, sadly it's unavailable for alpha, we would enable hard mode. So death is permanent, monsters are stronger. So, damn. If only we had not alpha. But it's fine. It's fine. Eventually they'll make it and everything will be good. Can't wait to see how everything will be, how much harder will be in hard mode. Ah, fuck, I forgot about this bitch. We did get the map up there, as you saw. This is Coco. Hello, Skaith. Yes. This hut brings back memories. It does look a bit overgrown, doesn't it? I do apologize. The other apprentices this year already claimed the normal housing. Not to fret, you can have this place. And I'm sure Kane is fantastic company as always. Now, what interests you most as a new witch? So here, in all honesty, I always usually do witchery. I want to try to do Chimera and see what's new about that. Ah, see? They got a new trinket. Excellent, take this magic trinket. Next up. It is tradition that new witches be bonded with a familiar. Today I brought 3 lovelies. Take your time and feel which one you are drawn to. So this is a literal, you have to guess, because it doesn't tell you which one. It just gives you like a, whichever you feel connected to is the one you'll pick. So if you like sit here for a good minute and you're just like, I wonder which one. Like with me, I notice particularly that I stare at the right one more often than not. So I always feel like I should pick the right one, which is our Alazagilts. So I always feel connected with our owl. Coco, that is a beautiful owlglitz. Owlglitz is called a chimera. Had it just one of many different species of chimera. Oh, and it's just, If you take care of your chimera, they'll take care of you. Would you like to hear more about your chimera? Yes, please. Owlglets may be seen glimmering across sunny skies. Their shiny feathers are perfect for disorienting prey. Chimera are magical runic creatures, come in all manner of shapes and sizes. They can be equipped by witches like yourself and used to fight monsters. You can also put Chimera in a pen, where if cared for, may create useful ingredients. I'll let you discover the rest on your adventures. And if you find some new species, be sure to bring them back by the Witches Guild. Until next time, young wish, toodles. Okay, so this is our bitch here. Try using middle mouse to open your inventory, then equip your trinket and chimera. So, as she was saying, inventory. So this is your inventory. Left click an item to inspect it. So to inspect it, lucky stone. I don't know what to do with this. Is this like a ring? It's not. It's not backpack, obviously. Can I not like eat it or something? And then this is our owlglitz. It looks like he's in a container. So his ability is hyper. Will never tire and has speedy cooldowns. So far I've noticed that your chimera will always spawn with different powers. The first one will always be the same, the second one will be different. So the last one I got was like dart shot or something like that. And then there's random like side effects, side abilities, like just that they have. So mine's never gonna tire and has speedy cooldowns, which will actually make this chimera pretty fucking overpowered. I wouldn't say pretty fucking overpowered, but he's still pretty good. So, in order to go through your HUD, just got to scroll around. It doesn't look like with my lucky stone I can use it or anything like that. But that's perfectly fine. The game is a really cool game. You get a little land, you plot a land. Alright, here's a little stone dude. He's broad. Divulging in all the world's food, what do you seek? We can get wisdom or riches. I usually go for riches in the beginning and then get wisdom later so that I can get experience. We got wood that we can pick up. We got flowers, which gives us witchery experience. We obviously found new materials. I think items will spawn randomly on the land. I haven't seen this kind of item spawn before. At least as far as I'm concerned. It looks mostly random. Yeah, the last playthrough I didn't have trees around this little rock here. Which that rock will be important later. Look at that, we reached level 2 already. But yeah, and then we have these gold tulips, coin petal seeds. They give us coins, as you can tell, and that's bought down here. So we don't have silver, we have copper and gold, and that's about it. And we got a bunch of different stuff here, stone, got a plank there. So hard planks are actually pretty useful, and I have trouble getting them usually. So finding them is actually a pretty cool thing in the beginning. And getting all this experience. And yeah, owlets will follow me around like this. Look at Butcher, you leveled up again. So for now, I don't start off with more than one of our dudes allowed in combat at a time. And I don't know if they're gonna, if that's just an alpha thing where it's not available in alpha yet, because I haven't gotten that far into the game. So hopefully we can eventually get more than one party member at a time. And if not now, it does look like they will add it once it's fully, you know, everything's made, everything's created, everything's released, all the story is created and finished up. Everything gets tweaked, you know? Yeah, I know. I'm awesome. I don't ever shut up though. This right here, this little flower, this is a juju globe, and it gives you more HP, so max HP increased. HP is important in this game, and so is mana. Your fucking enemy, it's just cool, or not your enemy, your partner, his cooldown is all that's important. Because their damage will, it just varies how often you can get a hit in. Like with me, I had no trouble with it in the beginning. Then it started getting more difficult because of the cooldown, and I had to wait. I did end up beating a boss at one point. So this right here, this is a save stone. Go on to it. Would you like to save your game? Go ahead, why not? Save the game. And now it's going to say days past, 4 hours. 4 hours in-game, not IRL. So we caught a Chimera, we got 600 experience, we got some gold, or copper, sorry. And that's how you save. I know in the beginning I didn't think about that, so I was just like, where's the save point? How do I save for a good, like, 20 days, maybe. No, not even 20 days. I think it was around 10. Alright, so here's our tome for mining. So now we can mine. I will start with farming now, just because I can, and might as well. Actually, no, I don't want to get rid of these seeds. But I will do it for these, for the ballet and the poppy. Just so that we can get those out of our hairs. So we don't need those in our inventory, we don't need those. I guess we could switch that out. So yeah, you press space. And now I learned how to mine, which is sun, sun, moon. We got that annoying little fucking pigeon over there. It's not even a pigeon. It's going cuckoo. So yeah, in order to plant stuff, you need soil, and you also need a source of water. I usually do it next to the river because it's easiest, and it's the closest thing to getting water at the beginning. That way you can at least get plants going up. Okay, so we got a seed pouch. Let's trade off those. So something important here. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This lady comes up. She is Ruby. Hey, Skaith. I'm the blacksmith from town, but I like to help head witch Coco out with the new witches. I sent you a letter. Check your letterbox and we'll get started with some introductory witchery. I think you're lucky to get this area instead of a normal apprentice hut. Look at all the smithing and gardening you can do. I left you that workbench and some other bits and bobs. Alrighty then, see you later in town. Oh, I'd be careful with that statue over there. It looks like at night it might eat some items you give it. So basically, certain items you can put into the statue, Brode, as she was talking about. You can put certain items into him, and he'll eat it, but he'll give you rewards. So what I like to do is I like to farm the fuck out of trees and stone, and any extra that I don't need, I throw into Broad. Here's a letter from Ruby. Hello, my name is Ruby. I'm the blacksmith in Midtown, but I'll be overseeing some of your beginning witchery. Let's start with some gardening. Try to collect 4 timber. Now, I've already collected the 4 timber, so it already completes it for me. And I get 25 harvest XP, which is this side, the right side. And in a good minute, she'll come back and be like, not her coming back, but she'll send us a letter. So in all honesty, we don't even need to head to the town anytime soon. We can just chill here and do what we need to do. So I'm gonna collect some wood. I'm gonna go find a rock. So also, right here, it shows you the mana, and as you can see, my mana went down from me summoning the spectral pickaxes and the spectral axes. It will do that due to the fact that, you know, it's magic. That's what you do with magic. I summoned woodcut and I summoned mine. So that's what we're getting. And in order to take down one of these trees, you need 2 of the beginning axes. One of these trees is 3 of the beginning axes, so that's why I did that. Copper veins only need 2 pickaxes, I believe. Yeah, 2 pickaxes. And then for regular stone deposits like this, it'll take 1. So we get all these runes, we get the moon rune, and we get the L rune. So we got more crafting recipes unlocked. So this is our crafting workbench, whatever. We can make witch hats and stuff like that. We do need to eventually make the quick bandana, which is going to take a lot of plant fiber. How much? 6, 8. Or we can go out and murder a bunch of things, which I prefer going out and murdering a bunch of things, because that's this plant fiber right here, like 4 fiber, that's gonna take a long time to come into effect. So what I am gonna do is I'm going to make 2 chests. And look at that, it's going to count down, it's going to take its time, it's going to do whatever it needs to do. And it's going to, harvest level 1. It's going to create it for us. And it will create everything. So like if you put in a certain amount, like I put in 2 chests, it's going to come out with 2 chests. It will take longer the more items you want. So just be wary about that. Here's a review back. Let's see how you're doing with spells. Try to cut down a tree by combining the runes Nature, Sun, Moon in your spell bar. The spell bar is to the left of your hotbar slots. Some trees require higher levels, so try to cast on a few base trees. When she means some trees need higher levels, it's already done because we were cutting down trees already. This tree right here, this needs a higher level woodcut in order to cut down. It's a bigger tree. This one might too. I can't tell. Okay, so with our chests, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them up here for now because I don't want them. Eventually, I'll move them all out of the way. So we're gonna dedicate certain chests. I want this to be my rune and stone and wood chest. I might as well put in some coal. Put everything else in here. Right. Grab the flowers. So if you right click on it, we'll drop out all the items in there as well. So I'm gonna put all the seeds I can in here. I'm gonna put the mushrooms in here. Okay. And then we got this 3rd chest. And I'm going to put the potion in here. I'm gonna put this in here, this in here. I'm gonna put the gold crumble in here, which will be important in the future. We do need to make a furnace, so I might as well get that started here. And it takes 35 stone, so just make sure to collect stone in the beginning. Alright, she's back. Let's go check it out. Ruby, next up, let's have you do some crafting. Try mining and gathering enough stone to craft a workbench. Furnace at the workbench. Yep, we already got that going. See birds coming too. So this is basically the start of it. It's a pretty cool game. I do enjoy playing it. This is the end of the day. And you know what? I think that's for fitting point to just end the video. Might as well go take a nap, go relax and all that stuff. Just so that this video doesn't turn out like 5 hours long. Because I know myself. So let's go take a nap and then I'll see y'all in the next video. Alright? Cool beans, cool beans. So let me show you the nap real quick. So we sleep until morning. We hop into the bed, we're laying there, we're chilling. And then we are a specter. We're like, we're awake, but we're not awake. Like, look at this shit. I'm guessing it's just to go like hound out stuff. Can we save while we're in this? No, we can't. So this is like important. But at the same time, you don't even have to go out and run around with your specter. You can just kind of sleep. You just go up to it, press E, go up to your bed and just be like, nah, I just want to wake up. And then you're awake. And it's back to the new day. It always starts at 5 in the morning, so even if you go to bed at like 4:55, it'll start at 5 in the morning for sure. So, we'll place this furnace really quickly. Little slots and stuff like that. And then this is the end of the video. If you guys liked it, go ahead and, you know, just let me know if you want to see more, because honestly, I'm down to play this more. It's a really good game. It is an alpha, I will repeat again. So, not everything's done, but it's showing a lot of promise here, and I like it. So, y'all have a good one. Bye!